Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to the next episode of our Myth and Mythios series. My name is Josh. I use he, him pronouns and I shall be your game master for tonight. And as you can see, I am joined by some rather lovely people who are bringing back some rather lovely characters. I say bringing back, it has been a little while since we recorded, so it feels like bringing back. And yeah, and this is an extra episode that we're doing because yay. Anyway. I'm going to get them introduced to themselves now.
Hi, I'm Nat. Hi, I use she, her pronouns. I'll be playing Phig, sometimes known as Tiffany, or her real name, Iphigenia. Uses she, her pronouns. Phig is a fighter of the, what's the subclass called again? Who am I? Eldritch Knight.
Yes. I was about to say Echo Knight for some reason.
Eldritch.
That's wrong.
Eldritch Knight. Or, I don't know, not Celestial. Godly? I don't know. She's an Eldritch Knight. She's sort of not a paladin, but paladin of Athena. She's got her memories back. It's real sad about it. About to go to the underworld. Real scared about it. It's all going great for Phig.
Everything is awesome as we move over to Tallia.
Hi, my name is Tallia, she, her, and I am playing Eudora, also she, her, artificer artillerist. I guess she's happy. No, she's not happy to be here. She's happy to be here in this moment, supporting her dear friend. There seem to be shenanigans about, which is a lot. Also, not necessarily also looking forward into going into the underworld where her entire family and household are. But hey, that's for it's not about Dora's problems. It's never about Dora's problems. She's here to help.
What if we ignore everyone else's problem? What if it's just about Edora's problems and we don't worry about the big prophecies and curses and wider world problems?
I think that those are important, and Dora's here to help. Don't look beyond the smile, please.
I was going to make a Dora the Explorer joke then, but it just left my brain, so I'm not going to.
Well, we are going to explore.
Yes, you are going to explore a strange new world. Anyway, before we get into tonight's session, we have a couple of sponsors and supporters that we'd like to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice, which are being displayed by Nat right now. And if you use the code Roll Together at checkout, you can get yourself 10% off of your purchase. 10%. Or 25%. 25% off your purchase, sorry, not 10%.
Wow.
I got that wrong.
What a bargain, team.
Yeah.
Like, all those savings you made in a split second right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're welcome.
I got it mixed up with our supporter, Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a group, a company that make lots of cool supplement books for various different types of TTRPGs, including Scorched Basin and The Wandering Tavern. If you go to our links that are in the description down below, you can go to their website to see what Kickstarters they have available, what products they have available, and if you'd like to purchase any of those products, if you use Roll Together all caps at checkout, you get 10% off of that purchase, 10% off of that one, 25 off of Phoenix Dice, and all of the codes and things that you use helps us out as well, so go check all of that out. Massive thank you to the D20 Club, Dice Heads, and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom so that he can ride out of the underworld completely unscathed by following all of the links down below. That is everything, I believe.
Wait, so if he could just ride out of the underworld on a goat, why are we going?
He doesn't have a goat yet.
Yeah, he doesn't have it yet.
He's got to find a goat. Okay.
Yes. You need to take him the goats.
Right. Okay.
Yes. So we are going to dive into tonight's session. In our last episodes of Myth and Mythios with Phig and Dora, Fig's memories were reawakened. She now remembers everything that happened during season one, or at least the bits that were sort of taken, mainly Elpenor. you remember everything. You remember what happened. You remember the confrontation with Persephone. You remember, and even Theo. Yeah, I think Theo remembered it. Yeah, Theo remembers everything as well because he's with you. All of these memories were brought on by a combination of Brock and Ferris. You went to see both of them inside of Ferris's
Furnace.
Sorry. Where am I getting Ferris from? Furnace. Yeah. Ferris. I'm thinking of a different NPC from a completely different game. There we go. That's
We've gone to
the life of me.
Do so many stories, Josh.
Yeah, so many.
Furnace is Furnace.
This is Furnace, who's in a furnace. Yeah. Combination of help from them for you to remember everything that happened. Little sub thing that you learned was Oakley wasn't always with you during the first season. You thought that she was, but it turns out that somebody had been impersonating her at one point. But Nat knows who that might be, but Phig has no idea who it was.
She doesn't.
No. A plan was hatched to go and get Elpenor out of the underworld, but in order to get there, Brock has offered to take you to the underworld of his homeland, because the certain Greek gods, or what's the name? They have another. The non-Greek gods have a name. I can't remember what it is now.
Chthonic gods.
No, the
underworld.
Some begins with a C. Hades and Persephone and all of that fall under that.
Chthonic
Anyway,
gods.
that's the one. Sorry. Yes, thank you. They are keeping an extra vigilance on the underworld at the moment, so it's very difficult for people to just walk in and out of it. However, Brock might be able to find you a back door, which is exactly what he's going to do. We ended the session with you saying to Theo to stay behind while you two went off to go deal with this. He's going to keep the horse in check and everything. And you walked off into the woods outside of the Druid's Grove with Brock. We are going to pick up pretty much straight as soon as you left, or as soon as you are now sort of kind of leaving the Druid's Grove. You've left Furnace behind, pretty much with Theo. So we're going to pick up there as Brock sort of walking in front of you. Brock is a dwarvish figure, wears lots of, even though you're in quite a warmer climate, he's always wearing lots of thick furs and things, and he carries around with him sort of like, sorry, I've got dice on my hand to fiddle with, big barrels that are full of fish and things that he carries on his back, because when he comes to the marketplace in the Druid's Grove, he is a seller of fish, even though he's also a blacksmith. But his work isn't wanted in the Greek lands. His work is wanted elsewhere. He sells his fish. He's walking along. He's got one empty barrel, one half empty barrel sort of strapped to his back as he's walking.
I mean, Phig is not strong, but would have offered. I mean, we've got our packs. Phig got a pack lunch for us both. I don't know how much food we can carry. I don't think one pack lunch is going to do it, but we'll have prepared various rations, I guess, based off the dryads buffet that they had. But we'll have offered to help Brock any way she can.
I mean, if you wouldn't mind taking some of these extra little sweet treats and things that I picked up, something for the road, as it were, that would be helpful. Thank you very much. I'm all right with the barrels and stuff, but we're getting close to the tree that I normally go through to get in and out of this place. I'd like to pre-warn you both right now that your first experience walking the path of the world tree is going to feel a little jarring. Your stomach it's going to feel like you've left your stomach behind when you step through the doorway. Just be prepared for that. Some people tend to react differently to it on their first time, throwing up, passing out, all of that sort of stuff. So just depends on nothing serious, You might get a little bit of blood come out your eyes, but it's nothing serious. Don't worry.
Is this something that mortals are supposed to be able to do?
Not normally. Only. It's difficult. I naturally live a lot longer than you do. Doesn't make me immortal or anything in any way, shape, or form. And using the path of the world tree is normally for those who are chosen. It's not like you're going to be stopped from entering, or I'm not going to get punished for bringing you with me or anything like that. It's just need to be careful. And when we are on the path, don't veer from it, because if you do, you'll be lost for eternity. So stick close to me.
Noted.
I can help with that. I'm going to use. Can I modify the use of the spell snare? So just grabbing something like it's actually pulling out a string from my gauntlet so that we can all attach to each other, so that we are essentially restrained to each other. So no one can fall off or get lost or something.
I love the
could
sound
just
of
use
that.
a rope.
Yeah.
I could just use a rope. That seems less practical. I think I start casting it and then go, right. Or if we just tie ourselves to each other, that might be easier.
Were you about to over-invent the situation?
I was going to essentially create. I had an idea in my head of like. I think I saw someone here, and they had children, and the children were in like little cute harness things, and then they were attached, and I thought we could do that. But that seems complicated, and maybe I don't need to invent it yet, and we can just use a rope. Also, who would be the adult? I'm not.
Brock.
Well, I would be the one that you strap to your chest, surely being the one who's slightly smaller.
Brock, no offense. It's nothing to do with you. I don't think I could carry you at all.
Yeah, I reckon my leathers alone are too heavy for most people to carry anyway.
The rope will do. Great idea, Eudora.
Yeah, it's a fantastic idea, and he'll tie the rope around himself. Right, we're at the tree, and it's a tree. That's my description of a tree for you. It's a tree.
Great.
It doesn't stand out as anything special within this forest. You know that the trees within this area are basically dead druids dead dryads, who have come out and allowed themselves to become trees so that they can keep nature going, sort of thing. And as he walks up to one of the up to this tree, he places his hand on it, and he just pats it and he's like, "It's good to see you again, old friend. As usual, I'm just going to be passing through." And he reaches into one of his inner pockets, and he pulls out a stone that's got a whole load of strange symbols on it. And he looks at it and says some words in a language that you don't understand, and it begins to light up a blue color, like a really light, almost sky blue. And as he does that, he points it towards the tree and points it towards the base, and then slowly draws a line up it. And as he does that, you hear the sounds of cracking and breaking wood as the tree begins to crack and part as the stone's going up it. And it's almost like it sort of bends in on itself, and it's like somebody's basically put their hands in and torn it open. As it goes up, you can hear the tree sort of waning under the pressure of it being torn. don't worry. It doesn't actually cause any physical pain. I don't understand why it does this, but why the magic works like this. And you can see this brilliant blue sort of light tunnel that has formed on the other side. You can see it's like almost like you're stood. You can see like a white floor that leads into this portal, and all around that it's like water, and it's flowing inwards, almost like the sort of the life force of the tree sort of flowing into this tunnel. That's how it looks anyway. Best to go single file. I'll go first. I'll wait on the other side for you two. This rope is going to go very tight, so just don't worry, okay? I'll see you all in a little bit. And he takes a step through, and you watch as he steps through. It's like he's walked into a puddle. You watch as the portal itself sort of ripples around his skin as he goes through, almost like a Stargate, if you ever watched Stargate. As he steps through, and you feel as he disappears, the rope goes really, really tight to the point where it sort of yanks you two forward. And then you're free to walk through as well.
We'll just... which order have we... Presume we've gone Brock, Phig, Dora? Or have we gone Brock,
Yes.
Dora, Phig?
You're in the middle because I think that you're very dexterous, so you can handle things from different angles.
Fine. I wasn't sticking my thumb up. Go away.
I
okay,
agree
so,
with this statement.
so Dora in the middle.
Yes.
Great. Fig will just sort of look up and put an arm out for Glaukopis, who would have been like flying low, but to get him to come down. And we'll just, before you go through, we'll just tap you on the shoulder. Athena, be with us, and I'll give you guidance on what is presumably a Constitution saving throw coming up.
You can both begin walking through. Yes, will require a Constitution saving throw from both of you. This is just to see if you throw up or not.
Coming at the end, I do delay a little bit. He says, I don't know how the magic works, and Eudora definitely wants to try and work out how the magic works. So I think that he goes through and does whatever. And then there is going to be a few moments where nothing is happening the other end, because Dora's like going, what Arcana check, investigation check, nature check, any of the, just kind of looking and going, so how does this work? How do you put it all together? Oh, this is so amazing.
Stick together.
I will. Yeah, make an Arcana. Make your choice of Arcana, investigation, or nature, and I'll give you a different answer depending on which one you roll.
I think Arcana is what I'm going for. Nature of the magic in general.
Yeah.
That is a 23.
Lovely. So with a 23, as you step up to the portal, looking at it, you can tell that the tree itself hasn't actually.
Wait, how much is guidance? How much is the guidance?
+4.
Fantastic.
Plus 1d4, sorry.
Yeah.
I am absolutely using it on this. That's a 26. I'm not using it for a Constitution check. It's a 26.
That's fair. As you step closer, you stop for a moment, sort of half in, half out, and you're like, "Ooh, how does this work?" Ooh, and you sort of run your hand up it. As you're kind of in and out of this portal, you can feel like you've got one leg in. As your leg is in that portal, you can't feel your leg on the other side. And where your leg kind of comes out of the portal, there's like a numbness all the way around it, like a really intense form of pins and needles. You can pull your leg out and your leg is just completely fine. It's as if the pins and needles just disappear straight away. Put your leg back in and it goes numb again. Do the same with a finger. Put the finger in, you get that sensation go down your arm. Pull it out again, it's perfectly fine. The tree itself, you can tell when you walked up to the tree, it had no scarring or anything on it. Brock had said that had greeted this tree like an old friend, so he's been through this tree quite a few times. But there was no marks on it to say that it had been split like this in the past. So this is probably a temporary effect that's been caused by the portal magic that Brock has used.
Fantastic. You will see various limbs going in, out, shaking all about.
Yeah. If I will say that if Fig had gone in first and was on the other side, you would just see an arm and a leg come in and out every now and then, shake them all about.
What is she doing? We'll just like look at Glaux. What is she doing? I'll just give the rope a little tug. Get on with it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Constitution saving throws, please.
Yeah.
I have elected to fail mine.
You elected to fail.
I'm not gonna fall.
Only
I
a
don't
10.
want-
Sorry,
Only
what
a
was
10
that?
for only a 10 for Fig.
Only a 10 for Fig. So it's very disorientating as you step through, and you do feel, I won't go into too much of a description with it, but you do feel part of the meal come up, basically, but you don't everywhere.
Nausea.
However, for Dora, as you step through, you can't help yourself. You have to relieve yourself in that way. And you instinctively run move to the side. And as you do, you feel your balance slip slightly. You're not going to fall, but you feel it go as you realize you are actually stood on a branch of a very large tree as you kneel over. And what you can see is the branch that you're on is probably 5 foot wide. It's got the sort of flat indentations of a pathway going along it. There's no edges or railings or anything to hold on to because tree. And where you've just come through is a point of, as you turn around, there's nothing there. It's as if you just step through a complete void. The portal itself closes and you're on the edge of a branch, and it's a big white branch that descends down probably a couple of 1,000 feet before it hits a large trunk. And you can see that there are branches, there's no leaves or anything around anywhere. There's just these branches that just go off in all different directions, and they go on forever. You can't see where they lead. You'd have to traverse them in order to do it. You can't, as you bend down and have a look over the side, you can see that the trunk itself of the tree just continues to go down. You can't see the bottom. You can't see where the roots are. And all around you, it's not like a dark void or anything. There is beautiful cascading wave-like lights going around of blues, reds, purples. It's basically like the northern lights are all around you, almost like a rainbow pattern all around you, sort of flowing and ebbing, and you can see there's stars in the distance that are twinkling and everything as well. You have walked into the space between worlds, the path of the world tree.
I can see why they call it the world tree.
It connects everything together.
Oh, Dora, stay away from the edge.
It's just rubbing her arms a little bit. Just. Does anyone else feel the tingles?
When we went through a little bit, yeah, but it seems to be better now.
It tends to pass quite quickly. For some people, it may just hover around for a little bit longer, but you'll be fine in a couple of steps. If we walk for a little bit, there's a rest point up ahead that we can sort of stop and take a little seat at before we continue on if you're still feeling a bit numb in areas.
I think that especially her burn scars, when she went a little too much into the celestial realm, are slightly kind of reacting to being in another different realm.
Yeah.
So just sort of like aching just a little bit, so just rubbing it.
Here, why don't you try? I'm just gonna It'll either be from the Dryad's Grove or from like Corinna's shop or something. I imagine Fig will have like a little bit of like mint or something.
Yeah.
A couple of mint leaves. Here, have a chew of these.
Oh, yeah, my mouth tastes so bad.
That will, I mean, it will help, but also to focus and settle yourself.
If you want anything a little bit stronger, I've got some special mead that helps settle the stomach after a travel like this, so I can give you some of that. Doesn't taste very nice.
What's mead?
Mead, it's a form of drink. It's
Oh,
like an earthy wine. Not as sweet.
Is it
Nowhere near as
Josh,
sweet.
this is a lie. Mead is nectar. It is so sweet. It is one of the sweetest liqueurs.
Not the one he's got.
Why? It's made from honey. They're all sweet.
It's meant for it's not meant for regular consumption. It's meant to help settle the stomach, settle the nerves when you go through different portals. So it don't taste as nice as the normal stuff. So
What's it made of? What do you...
well, normal mead is made from, as Nat rightfully said, from various types of honey and stuff. This one was as well, but it's had a few other things mixed into it, some other herbs and earthly type bits mixed into it to make it more of a thicker, give it more of a thicker consistency so that it settles the stomach better. It's difficult to explain.
Okay.
You just made a tincture.
I made alcoholic honey, though. Once we had it. It was very nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah, this isn't, as I said, it's not for regular consumption. It's just for travel purposes.
Okay.
But if you need it, then it's available. But if the mint leaf that you've just been given is enough, then we'll still take a little rest up a bit before we get to the trunk. Things get a little bit confusing, shall we say, when we get there.
How many worlds does this place connect to?
I've never asked. I've never tried to find out. But from my knowledge, a lot. All of them is my knowledge.
How is Glaucus reacting to being in this space? Is, like, given that he is sort of sent by Athena, is he, I don't know, behaving differently? Because, like, does it look like he has been cut off from her influence? Is he fine? Is he just going for a fly?
I think because we'll say you're walking while this is all happening. He doesn't leave your side at all, or your shoulder, should I say. He stays firmly fixed to you to the point where you feel his claws digging in every now and then. You may wince a little bit or make a sort of an audible noise at his claws digging in, and he loosens up a little bit, but he's keeping a very firm grip, and his head is all over the place, almost like 360 degrees, is looking everywhere at everything around.
Take it all in, buddy. I wish I could trust that it'd be safe enough to let you have a fly. Maybe another time.
It goes on a lot. It's very down.
Yeah.
You both carry on walking for ages, and it doesn't actually, you're moving because you can see like the lights and everything around you are moving as well. You're moving away from the tip edge of the branch that you're on, but the trunk of the tree itself is consistently a couple of 1,000 feet in front of you. It doesn't get any closer, it doesn't get any further away. And as you begin walking, as you carry on walking, you can see probably 100 feet in front of you, there looks to be a knot in the branch that looks like it's been sort of cut off, basically forming a platform. And you can see there's a couple of benches and a table set up there. And there's other little branches from the tree that have sort of sprouted up around it, making almost like a canopy around it.
Well, this is cute. Did you make this, or is it someone else made it?
It's just one of the natural spots that it forms for us. All of it's natural. It's like the tree knows what its travellers want and when they want it. So it probably senses that we need to take a rest at some point. So it's providing for us.
Thank you.
Wish it really hard for a privacy screen. See if some leaves just turn up.
A friendly
Nothing.
bush to squat behind?
Unfortunately not. No. And yeah, no, there's no leaves around anywhere.
Okay, don't look. I'm hiking up my skirts, and she's going to take a little pot of like Theo's scar cream and just start applying it on her arms and legs.
I thought you meant she needed the bathroom.
It's not that. No, she would no.
So we'll just face the other way. It's fine. On that point, while she's doing that, on that point though, Brock, like, what do you do? Do you just go off the side? Because that feels disrespectful.
I generally make sure I go beforehand, if I'm honest.
Fair.
Yeah, like I say, you don't want to be... There can be a habit, depending on where you are on the tree, where if something was to fall off, like an item you're carrying or something, it would fall, and then you'd see it come from above you.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you were to relieve yourself off the edge, you may then get slapped with it from above.
But that implies that if you fell off, it wouldn't be all that bad.
In certain areas, yeah. There was a story one time where somebody did fall off at a particular point, and they were falling and falling and falling, and it was like a "Why?" moment, and their companions were able to grab them and bring them back, and they were shouting something about falling for 30 minutes.
I don't know if that sounds like fun or awful. Probably the latter. How you doing, Dora?
Falling isn't fun. Falling really isn't fun.
No.
No, I wouldn't advise it. The stories that I've heard, no. And there are other times where people have fallen and they've just disappeared and you're never seen again.
How are your scars doing?
Stop. Just keep tingling, like there's something. It hurts, but it's not like when it first happened. It's not like it just feels like something's like if you're wearing a really itchy woolen cloth and it rubs against you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like, but just on those bits. It's like it's not bad, it's just noticeable.
Maybe we should try putting some of Brock's medicinal mead on it. See if that helps.
Sure, I've never tried actually using it on the outside. I've always drunk it. Wait a minute. He stops and thinks for a moment. It has sort of a thicker Is it the entire time been meant to be rubbed on the skin rather than consumed?
I don't know, it's your potion.
Would you be willing to experiment?
I'm always willing to experiment.
He pulls open, sort of goes under his cloak and stuff, and he pulls round a sort of a large horn, and it has a cap on the sort of like a basically a lid on the top of it. And he pulls the cap off, and he's like, "Okay, dip your finger in that and try rubbing it on you."
And I am going to sacrifice a limb I don't need as much, so that's going to be a leg.
You need all of your limbs.
Yes, but I need my arms to make things. If I can't walk, I'll make him carry me. Or I'll invent something to carry me. I could invent something to carry me.
A harness that allows you to be strapped to somebody's chest, right?
Moving chair.
Moving chair.
Maybe a moving chair that multiple people could get into.
How would it move?
I mean, that just sounds like you're talking about a chariot at this point.
Yes, but I'm thinking about one that could do it without a horse. Like the horsepower is in the chariot.
Are we inventing a wheelchair or a car?
We've moved from wheelchair to car.
Okay. As you put your finger into the horn, phrasing, and pull out, there's this very thick goop on the end of your finger, and you can feel any numbness that you have in your fingers sort of dissipate straight away, and you can use that to rub on your scarring, and it eases any tension that you have had.
It's just that was a sequence of words you said, Josh. That's all I'm saying.
That was. I'm sorry.
I am rolling myself. Ooh. Am I going to roll myself an Arcana or a Cinch? What do I feel like? Arcana for myself. What's like the purpose of the tree? Is like to connect things into like a state of equilibrium within it?
What the tree itself is, it allows everywhere to be connected to every place to be connected to every place, if that makes sense. It's not used that often. It's normally a way for those above us to get around. At least from where I come from. I don't know if any of your gods use this place, but mine do, or did, before the war.
So it's kind of like this karma outside of... I'm not sure how much this is healing or how much this is just like... connecting.
He looks really annoyed because he's been drinking this stuff to try and make him feel better. And it turns out you can just apply it to your skin. So yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. And he pops the cork back on and he disappears beneath his cloak again, being attached to something somewhere. You realise that he's carrying a lot of stuff underneath his cloak. His various cloaks that he's wearing.
So what, the tree says we need to rest here a little bit? Like...
It's in... And the tree takes cues from those that travel its pathways, and the tree obviously saw the distress that young Dora was in and provided us with a rest spot.
Oh, thank you. She says again, but is sort of starting to like pace and look a bit antsy.
Stretches and then let's go. I think I'm feeling more in tune with this place now.
Oh, only if you're sure.
No.
Don't want to rush you.
I think that it didn't like that I've been in too many different bouts. So I think that's what it is. But
Well, I guess we'll keep some of that. We'll keep some of that sticky mead handy for when we go to the underworld. Then I guess because that's another one to add to the list.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can get you
Don't
some.
like each other very much. They don't like in being in each other's places. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Were other people talking?
It's all right.
Yeah, let's keep moving. And Brock puts the 2 barrels back on his back, and you can continue walking. You walk for another hour or so. Again, you can see as you turn around, like the knot that you had stopped at sort of disappears off into the distance. As you walk away from it, you can see that the branches and everything begin to pull away from it and begin to recede back into the tree as the seats that you sat on begin to pull back in as well, sort of unfurl and pull in. And you turn around and looking like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then you turn back and you're instantly like face first with the trunk of the tree.
Oh.
Yeah, it creeps up on you when it does that. Right, as I said, this is where things are going to get a little bit strange. Everything that you've seen so far, if you were trying to trace pathways and all of that sort of stuff through the trunks and stuff, ignore that. Because we're now going to step onto the trunk and we're going to walk to the other side and then we're going to step onto another pathway, as it were. Things are going to get a little bit strange. And he pulls the rune stone out and he does the same things he did before, and it opens a doorway outwards, but instead of it being another portal that you step through, it just opens a doorway into the inside of the trunk.
Huh. What can we see?
It is just, as you sort of step into it, it's like a door has opened and on the other side it opens as well. And it is just a very large trunk with a bridge that goes across it. You watch as Brock steps onto it, it looks like he's about to step into nothing, and then branches begin to form, sort of correlate and form a pathway and begin to extend out from the inside of the tree as it curves and swerves around towards the other side to form this bridge that you're about to walk across. And as you go to walk across, you can look down and you can see other doorways opening and other branches and things connecting. You can see stairways, a staircase that is almost sort of shifting with the tree itself. And you realize when you step in that this tree is in a consistent state of rotating, almost like the world rotating, as it were. And you step in and begin to walk across, and you watch as the trunk on the other side opens out. It takes you probably about 5 minutes to actually do the full walk across this bridge. And as you step out, you watch as basically a whole new branch begins to form out of the tree, and it sort of twists and extends outwards and off into the distance. This is the way that we need to go. Follow me.
This is incredible. And is the rest of your world like this, so vast and endless and magical?
For somebody who hasn't been there, it will be, yes. For somebody who has traversed it a lot, not so much. The same for yourself. If you're well travelled within your own lands, then it's nothing new to you, but to a newcomer it'd be fascinating.
But Brock, how could you get used to this? This is the scale of this thing. I mean, we have trees back where we're from. We have loads of trees. We have wonderful trees. We have beautiful trees, but nothing like even the Dryad's Grove was a wonder. It was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen before, but it was, I don't want to say it's nothing, but the scale of this, how do you cope?
When you go back, if you could express that to the Dryads, as I've been trying to tell them for a long time, that our shit is cool, and they dismiss it. And I don't know why. I've tried for a long time to try and get them to connect to what we would call Dryads from our place, but they're very reluctant to do so. Very
They seem
introverted
protective.
people. Protective, yes.
just feel so small.
Yeah. Try being small. And he walks out onto the branch.
You get used to it.
Do you?
Well, you don't get used to how amazing and vast everything is. You get used to the feeling that you are small and everything is wonderful. Or terrifying.
I was going to say I'm waiting for the second half to kick in. Mostly the
Sometimes
terrifying.
Sometimes it's the same thing.
You got any more of your own special drink? I think I'm going to need some.
This meat's definitely for drinking.
She'll take a massive swig and then carry on following Brock.
Fig takes a massive swig. How I never made that joke before is beyond me.
It's just rhymes, Josh.
It just rhymes, yeah. But how
Just
I never
rhymes.
put the two and two together, never. Yeah, anyway. You walk. There's no knot on this branch, and it's a much shorter journey. This is a shorter branch that you're on. And as you get towards the end of it, you can see Brock pulls out that runestone again, and he traces up again, and you watch as this split sort of forms in thin air, basically. But as it begins splitting, you can see branches on the opposite side, or bark, sorry, on the opposite side as it tears open, and you're instantly both hit with an intense cold. Put these on. He goes into his bag and he pulls out two big cloaks and he chucks them both at you. I should have prepared you both. It's very cold where I come from, hence all of this.
I mean, you'd said, but... Wow, okay.
And he steps through, and the strange thing is it's not the same stepping through this side as what it was when you stepped through on the other side. You're not stepping through a puddle, as it were. As the tree opens, you can see what is on the other side of it, and as you step out, you don't get that same jarring feeling again. So there's no need for a Constitution saving throw. As you step out into thick snow and a forest that is just completely covered in it.
I keep thinking.
And the question is, have either of you two experienced snow before?
I'm just wondering. I think this is my...
Reese
Yeah.
has snow on the mountains. It gets very cold in winter and it has snow.
On
No, it
the,
depends.
we would have seen it on Mount Olympus, right?
If you'd been near it, yeah.
Yeah. But
If you
I don't know.
if you have experienced it, you probably haven't experienced it to this degree.
not directly. I think Fig's only ever seen it on the mountains in a distance and not actually been in it.
Mm.
Like, it's been cold, but like in the winter, but not like this.
Yeah.
I think the family went up on a trip to the mountains once for trade with another inventor creator. Yeah, but now she's thinking. Like it's up to like, oh my.
What is this? This is bad. This is awful. Brock, how do you live like this?
It's a way of life. You might want these. Again, reaches into it. He's got a lot of shit in his pockets. It might be like he's got a bag of holding hiding somewhere. And he pulls out 2 seeds that are ember in colour, and he hands them both to you. Keep these close to your chests. As soon as you touch them, you can feel a warmth come from them. And if you place them up against your chest, or there's a little string attached to them, so it's basically a necklace, you put them on, you can feel sort of warmth radiate from them. These are seeds of flame, and they basically prevent you from freezing to death, effectively.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Like
Do they prevent against gangrene and trench foot as well? Because we're both in open-toed sandals.
Yeah.
Josh, how
Yeah.
do they work? Says the artificer.
Make me an Arcana check, please.
It's magic, innit?
Magic in it. That's what I'm going to say.
16.
16. These are naturally magical seeds that probably are planted and make some sort of flame tree type thing, or warm tree or something. So yeah, that's what you get from that. These are something that's naturally harvested and grown probably in this land.
That's why they keep all of your extremities from going bad. It's fine, they're magic.
I figured this was the case.
Your toes should be good. Oh, I can feel my toes now.
Uh-huh.
Right. If you both Brock unties a rope from himself, and yeah, he unties the rope and looks around. Right, we don't need the rope attached to us anymore, but there's no risk of one of us falling anywhere now. Stay close together. He sort of looks around, licks his lips a little bit, sticks his finger in his mouth, and then puts his finger in the air. No sign of battle today, so we should be safe.
Is
Need to head-
Glauc's safe to scout ahead? Oh, do you, like, she's got Glauc's kind of like in the cloak. Would it be safe for Glauc's to scout ahead? Do you want to fly? Do you want to just stay here in the warmth?
Sort of nestles into your armpit. Is like, this is warm here.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Let's keep going. I have somewhere, a destination in mind. It's going to take us a few hours to get there. Are you both okay to? We're going to be taking a rest soon, so we'll be able to rest there.
Let's go.
Oh, wow. So I think it's for the first time looking away from just the magic seed and sort of going and just realizing how wide open everything is in nature. Just going, oh my gosh, it's so big.
Wait, so you're having that reaction here, but not at the giant tree?
I'm expecting the giant tree to be overwhelming and mythical. This is just a lot of land, and it's all snow.
Oh, I forget you spent a lot of time in the city. I mean, Greece is as big as and open as this, and the forests are as big. It's just not as awfully cold.
I've only seen snow like this on a mountain top. And then we spent most of it inside and having really boring, stuffy meetings. It's just everywhere.
It is beautiful. It would be nice if it wasn't so cold.
It's so cold.
As you both walk, and as I said, it's going to take a few hours, but you come to an outcropping. It's sort of a break in the woods that leads to a sheer drop. And as you get close to it, can both of you make me perception checks, please?
Yeah.
I'll get it off, Brock, sorry. Good boy, Brock.
Oh, I am not paying attention to anything. I rolled a 2 for a 6.
Who knew?
18.
I'm not used to you anymore.
Yeah, Brock got a 17, so as you are walking, you can see this sort of outcrop area where it sort of is on a cliff face. Fig, you begin to hear something loud. It's like a noise, not so much like footfalls, but more loud flapping, as it were.
Oh.
And
like the griffin?
Like the griffin, exactly, yeah, but bigger.
Oh, instantly on alert. The spear is out.
Wait,
What is
wait,
that?
wait. Brock, stop. Brock puts his hand up to stop you from drawing your weapon. Quick, over here. And he will drag you both into the brush. into a thick area where you can just see out over the ridge. And as he pulls you both in, Dora, you're now able to see this as well, as I sort of pointed out to you. A dark shadow looms over where you just were, and coming out over the cliff face, you watch as this large reptilian figure with a wingspan of probably 50 to 100 feet flies over where you are and goes off into the distance to a nearby mountain.
What is that?
We call it a dragon.
What does it do?
Likes to hoard things. Likes to kill. Tends to work for the gods. Tends to work for the Aesir, as we call them. We have two different types. We've got the Vanir and the Aesir.
So we hide.
We hide from them, yes.
Noted.
He looks sorrowful when he talks about them, the dragons.
Is there more to that story?
More that probably doesn't need to be shared right now. Let's focus on your job first, and if we all survive, then we can sit and talk about it over some actual mead and wine. I like your Grecian wine. Sort of taps his side.
Dora makes the best.
Yeah. Let's go. And pulls you out, and you carry on walking. And as we get towards the end of this session, you begin to feel this warmth, a familiar warmth, take over you as the snow suddenly begins to sort of recede, and you begin to see this beautiful orange sort of woodland in front of you. You've been walking for another couple of hours at this point, I should say, and it's like you've walked into an autumn forest, and you can see a large tree in front of you, and the tree itself is attached to what looks to be a very finely built but also disheveled sort of hut that's sort of there. And there's gardens, like a garden around with some herbs and things growing out of it. You can see some little trees with these fire seeds attached to them, and there's somebody sort of kneeling down and is picking some of the herbs and things. You can see a woman, long sort of brown hair that flows down beyond the bottom of her back, sort of tied up into a sort of high ponytail, but still descends quite far down. And as you step closer, Brock goes, I've returned, and I've brought some friends that need some help, if that is okay, my queen. And this woman stands up, impossibly tall, 8 to 10 feet in height, as she stands up and turns to look towards you. And that is where we are going to end the session.
We'll bow.
Oh, wow. You'll bow.
I just very quickly just wanted to sidebar that it's not important to the plot, but I think eventually Fig would have got over the snow and would have figured out snowballs or a thing and chucked one at Dora. I didn't want to interrupt your narration, though.
That's fine.
Using mage hand to throw so many of them back at you.
No, that's cheating. But just desserts.
Just desserts. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We have been Roll Together RPG. If you like what we've seen, we do this type of D&D content for 3 hours on Mondays on Twitch, if you want to go over there from 6 p.m. UK time. We also do other games like this type of styled game every 2 weeks on our Patreon, so come and check that out. Join our Discords and follow us on social media to find out what we're doing, when we're doing, and how we're doing them. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, to my players for playing in today's game, and to our D20 Club and Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as $1 of your local currency per month, or 1 goat, which must be sent to Tom for snowball fight reasons. We're going to go. Sorry?
I want the goats.
Send them to Tallia. This episode, they can be dedicated to Tallia.
Yay.
we are going to go, and I will see you, or we will see you all in the next episode.